since we had already covered up the contents based on syllogism, the direction sense test, the sitting arrangement, and now in our today's session, we will be starting off with the series or sequencing. Today is the last session for verbal reasoning. Okay, so be very much attentive, participative in the entire session. Okay, before starting, students, one thing I would like to say from my end that reasoning is a vast subject like ocean, that how much times you practice, you will still find yourself to be some or the other way lagging with few of the practice. So you need a rigorous practice and attention to this reasoning portion. And to simplify it, I will, at the end of the session, I will also recommend you few of the good books which will guide you with the preparation aspect for the verbal reasoning. Okay, so reasoning is yes, thank you Pramod for asking this question. It is a topic from verbal reasoning. And we have categories in reasoning, that is it comprises of verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning. Okay, so the topics which we had covered up over here, that is from verbal reasoning aspect. Okay, non-verbal reasoning will be dealing off with the image kind of topics, that is a few of the images will be provided, and you need to observe these images carefully, and then you need to do the simplification as demanded in the question. Okay, so also there isn't any structured formula like mathematics. Okay, that in mathematics we have few of the formulae which are readily applicable, and the problem gets a solution at an ease. But in reasoning, you need to think, you need to have the conclusion in a very limited amount of time. So sometimes it may happen that you are able to crack the questions with an ease, and sometimes you find yourself in a miserable situation in cracking of the questions. So no need to worry. The questions which you find that you can crack it out with ease, you need to simplify them very first, and then you can simplify the questions which are somehow of the challenging level. So this is a tip which I would like to share. And now let us concentrate on our topic, that is series or sequencing, which is the fourth topic of our agenda of meeting, that is the booster session on verbal reasoning. Now, as and when the types of series or sequencing is to be considered, we can find generally the series or sequencing to be subdivided into mainly two different categories, that is number series or alphabet series. Okay, mixed series are sometimes asked, but generally they ask the questions based on either of the number series or the alphabet series. So in this particular, what we will do is we will be simplifying, and we will be looking at the aspects of both the series one by one. Okay, since I can find in my chat that there are few comments that my voice is breaking, so once again I would seek the confirmation that is the sound clear to everyone. Okay, okay, then might be the one who had dropped the message might be facing some network issue, so do check your internet connection. Okay, so to start off with the types of series, what we can do, we need to observe few of the patterns which the number series may follow. Okay, so make sure students, these patterns are not confined. Okay, we have observed few of the patterns which the series are following, and based on this we have come up with these patterns in this particular slide. So what are these patterns? Let's have a look one by one. So starting off with the very first pattern which we have observed, that is when the difference between the two consecutive numbers is either same or constant, or the number series is in arithmetic progression. So you will find this kind of pattern, and as and when it comes to arithmetic progression, you can find the progression generalized as a comma a plus d comma a plus 2d comma a plus 3d, and up to it is a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is the nth term of the pattern. I think this was already covered up in the number system chapter of quantitative aptitude by Professor Mahesh Parsania sir. So if we observe this kind of arithmetic progression wherein we can consider that A is the first term and D is the common difference. So if you find this kind of pattern, so let us try to simplify a question which is basically formed based on this pattern. Okay, so the question is as follows, that is, you can find the question as 24, 21, 18, then there is a question mark, then we have 12, and then we have 9. Okay, and the options will be provided like this way: A is 17, B as 16, C as 15, and D as 14. So what you need to do, students, you need to observe the patterns very carefully. Okay, you need to observe the patterns very carefully. So if you observe that uh, 24 and 21, if you only observe these two numbers, these two consecutive numbers, we can find a common difference, and that difference is of -3. Okay, so 24 minus 21 is 21 minus 24 is -3. Similarly, 18 minus 21 is -3, and 18 minus 3 will result into what number? Yes, definitely I can find the answer in the chat window, and that is correct. But for as a part of the explanation, I would like to explain that this particular question is following the pattern of decrement of -3. Okay, so this particular question is following the pattern of decrement of -3, and hence the answer turns out to be 15. Okay, and yes, definitely 15 is the correct answer, as I can find in the chat window. So this is how the pattern one question will look like. Now instead of -3, there can be other numbers also, and at present this sequence is provided to us of let us say it is of decrementing kind of thing. Okay, so in case of incrementing, what we can find that, let us say increment of +4 is provided, so 24 plus 4 will be 28, 28 plus 4 will be 32, and so on the series will be framed, and one of the number will be missing either in between the sequence or in or at the end of the sequence. Okay, so this is what we observed in this pattern one. I believe it is well understood by everyone. Still, if you find any query, you may drop your queries. Okay, I can find one query that one of our student has not understood, so I would like to re-explain it. See, pattern one questions may follow the questions wherein the difference between the consecutive numbers, okay, the difference between the consecutive numbers will be either same or constant, or we can consider that the series is an arithmetic progression, right? So you can find the question as it is cited over here onto the screen, that is the sequence is provided as 24, 21, 18, and then we have a question mark, and then 12 and 9. Okay, so if you observe carefully, we can find that between two consecutive numbers there is a difference, and the difference value is of -3. So it's a decreasing sequence, and if we follow this decreasing sequence, after 18 we will definitely come up with the answer to be 15, since it is following a difference of -3, and hence the answer turns out to be 15. Okay, so now let's move ahead with the explanation of the next pattern, which is pattern number 2. For that I need to clear these annotations now. So pattern 2, that is, any constant number, okay, any constant number is added to the difference of the consecutive numbers, and then a series is formed. So how this series will look like, let us try to understand this pattern number 2 based on a question which is provided. Okay, so question will be framed like this way. See, it is provided as, we can find that 2, 4, 8, 14, 22, and then question mark is provided, right? So we have the options as A 30, B 32, C 26, or is it D 28? Now if you observe these pattern carefully, okay, if you observe this pattern carefully, what you will observe that difference of this is 2. Okay, it is positive of 2. If you observe it carefully, it is 4 plus 4 is 8, but make sure it is 2 plus 2. Okay, I will write 2 plus 2 over here. Then we have 8 plus 6 is 14. Okay, so I will write 4 plus 2 over here. I will not write positive of 6. I will write 4 plus 2. Now, the reason behind writing this format, I will explain you once I finish it off. Okay, 14 plus 8 is 22. So I will write 6 plus 2. and then once again 22 plus 10. Okay, over here plus 10 is 32, so I will write 8 plus 2, and the final answer turns out to be yes, definitely it is 32. But why I have written this format? So students, if you observe that the very first difference which we had came up with, that was only 2. Then in the second case it was 2 plus 2. Okay, in the second case it is 4 plus 2. In third case it is 6 plus 2, and in last it is 8 plus 2. So we can find any constant number. So this 2 is the constant number which you can find everywhere. Okay, this 2 is the constant number, and then you can find that the series is following the even number increment. Okay, so first even number is 2, then we have 4, then 6, then 8, and sidewise we have the constant number as 2. Okay, so with this we finally come up with the conclusion as the answer to be 32, and this question mark will be replaced by 32. Okay, so I believe this explanation was well understood by every student. Still, if you find any difficulty in the explanation, you may raise your queries right at this moment. Yes, 2 4 6 8 10, basically that itself is following. Okay, but according to the pattern, if we would like to generalize it, so we can find that this 2 is the constant number. Great. All right, so I find that this question is well understood to each and every student. So what I will do is I will clear this. Okay, so I can find two queries in the chat. Repeat again. See, very first we need to understand this pattern which is provided. So pattern number 2, that is of the type which follows that any constant number is added to the difference of the consecutive numbers. So if you observe, the difference of the consecutive numbers is 2. Okay, so I will write it as 2 over here. Then difference of these consecutive numbers is 4. So that 4 will be observed over here. Okay, that this position. So 4 plus 2 is 6, and that constant number which we are adding, that is 2. You can find this explanation over here. So we have the first difference value as 2, then we have 4. 4 is written as 2 plus 2. Okay, so it is ultimately 4. Then we have 6, but 6 is broken down into 4 plus 2. Then we have 6 plus 2 and 8 plus 2. Okay, so now I believe that it is well understood. Still, if you have any difficulties, we will discuss it now at the last, since I have a lot of further explanation remaining. Hence, I request that please join the session or at the given time. Okay, so to avoid any of the, if you are missing anything within the session, then it will certainly lead to multiple queries from your end. Okay. Anyways, we'll proceed further. Next pattern which we'll be learning, that is pattern number 3, and that is dealing with the multiplication or division pattern. So we'll observe the pattern like this way, that when a series is multiplied or divided by a certain constant. So very first we'll observe the question carefully. Question is provided like 6174, okay, comma 882, comma 126, comma question mark. So students, your options are A12, B14, C16, or is it D18? So if you observe carefully, you need to try to divide, okay, the consecutive numbers. That is 6174, if you divide it by 882, okay, the same result you will obtain when you try to divide 882 by 126. Okay, and the same result you will you need to you will figure out that what is the number. Okay, what is the number obtained on dividing 6174 by 882. So once you try to divide 6174 by 882, the number obtained will be 7. In a similar way, if you try to divide 882 by 126, once again you will come up with the value 7. And once again, if you try to divide 126 by 7, you will come up with the value as 18. So your final answer is none other than it is 18. Okay. So I believe this question is well understood. Any query in this? Shall we proceed? Okay then. Okay, I can find two of the queries in the chat window. So once again, I would like to explain this question. See, now pattern number 3, which we are observing right on this screen, that is dealing with multiplication or division. Okay, it is dealing with multiplication or division. Now the series or sequence will be provided to you like this way, that whenever a series is multiplied or divided by a certain constant value. Okay, so question will be of this format, that is 6174 comma 882 comma 126 comma question mark. So what you need to do, you need to take the division of these two numbers. Okay, how will you divide? You need to divide 6174 by 882. Okay, so divide 6174 by 882. Similarly, you can try dividing 882 by 126, and you will come up with the common number over here, and that common number will be 7. Okay, that common number will be 7. So now once I try to divide 126 by 7, then what will be the number obtained over here, which will replace the question mark value? The number is none other than 18. So I believe this explanation is now properly understood by the students who had raised their query. You can confirm it now. Okay. Okay, so we'll proceed. Next question. Question is 4 comma 8 comma 16 comma 32 comma 64, and what will be the next? You need to find out. Okay, so your options are A 128, B 124, C 166, or is it D 108? So now if you observe, students, we have 4 into 2 as 8, 8 into 2 as 16, 16 into 2 as 32, 32 into 2 as 64, and 64 into 2 as, the answer will be 128. Yes. So now over here, once again, we have a common number which is multiplied by each of the terms of the sequence. Okay, so this common number is 2, which is multiplied by each of the terms of the sequence, and we result into the next number. Okay, I believe this explanation to this particular pattern number 3 questions are well understood by every student. Okay. Okay, then we'll proceed further with the next part. Next part we have pattern number 4. Now pattern number 4 will be like, when a series follows the following pattern, like we need to add, we need to multiply, we need to add and multiply, we need to add or subtract, or add, okay, or subtract and add. Okay, so two consecutive mathematical operations might be taking place between the two consecutive numbers at once. Okay, so let's observe the pattern number 4 questions to have a better understanding of this particular type of pattern. Okay, so let me quickly display the question. So the question is 4 comma 6 comma 12 comma 14 comma 28 comma 30, and then comma question mark. So which value will replace the question mark? This we are supposed to find out. Your options are A 40, B 50, C 60, or is it D 70? Now students, if you try to observe the pattern carefully, what you will come to know that we are having between these two consecutive terms, we have a +2. Okay, between these two terms, okay, I'm writing it below to avoid any overlap of the annotations. Then 6 into 2 is 12. Then we have 12 plus 2 as 14. Then we have 14 into 2 is 28. Then we have 28 plus 2 as 30. And 30 into 2 will be how much? And yes, I can find many of the responses in the chat. And let's have a look whether the responses are correct or not. And yes, we can find the final answer to be 60. So students, what we observe that we found a combination of the operations onto the particular sequence. Okay. So very first, between two consecutive numbers, there was a positive, or we can say the addition operation. Then we had the multiplication operation. Okay. But the value remained common. Okay. Value was 2 in both the operations. Okay. Very first we added 2, then we multiplied 2, then we added 2, then we multiplied 2, and so on. The sequence followed. Okay, so one is of this category. Now let's observe the next category. So the question is 4 comma 13 comma 53 comma 266 comma 1597 comma question mark. Your options are A 11179, B 11180, C 11178, D 11177. So if you observe students, it is 4 into 3 plus 1. This is 13 into 4 plus 1. This is 53 into 5 plus 1. This is 266 into 6 plus 1. And now you need to do 1597 into 7 plus 1. Okay, so this is how also a pattern can follow. That is 4 into 3 plus 1, and we obtain the number over here. Then we have 13 into 4 plus 1, and we obtain the third term over here. Okay, so following this pattern, what we will come to the conclusion? Let's have a look. Many of the students have answered this question. So yes, definitely your answers are correct, and the answer is 11,180. Okay, so one pattern which we observe is of this kind of thing. And last pattern, last question based on this pattern 4, that is we have 3 comma 4 comma 10 comma 33 comma 136 comma 685 and question mark. So the options are A 4216, B 4126, C 4116, or is it D 5116? So now what you will observe over here, we will have 3 into 1. Okay, 3 into 1 plus 1 is 4. Then we have 4 into 2 plus 2 as 10. Then we have 10 into 3 plus 3 as 33. Then we have 33 into 4 plus 4 as 136. Then we have 136 into 5 plus 5 as 685. And similarly, 685 into 6 plus 6 will result into how much? Okay, 685 into 6 plus 6. So the pattern is of this kind: into 1 plus 1, then we have into 2 plus 2, into 3 plus 3, into 4 plus 4, then we have into 5 plus 5, and into 6 plus 6. Okay, that is that is at the following of plus into 4 and into 5. So yes, let's have a look at the answers which you have already responded in the chat. Let's confirm whether this answer is correct or not. And yes, 4116 is the correct answer to this given question. So students, I believe that the pattern number 4 based questions are well understood by each and every student. If you have any query, you may discuss it right at this moment. Okay. Okay, no worry. I will try to explain this based on a request received from one of our student. See, pattern 4 questions will be of this kind. That is, whenever a series follows the pattern of adding or multiplying or 2 or 3 operations which we need to do at or at the given same time. Okay, as you can find in from this particular question, very first question, that is 4 comma 6 comma 12 comma 14 comma 28 1. So what you have did, what you need to do, that is very first you need to add plus 2, then we need to multiply it by 2, then we need to add 2, then we need to multiply 2, then we need to add 2, and this is how we will follow. Okay, so one pattern is of this kind. So what we observe, that two operations, okay, addition and multiplication, are to be done onto the given sequence at a time. Similarly, we observe the second question, as we were doing multiplication and addition, multiplication and addition, multiplication and addition. Okay, so what is the objective, what is the objective of this particular pattern? That two mathematical operations can be performed onto the same sequence, okay, onto the same sequence at a time. So these kind of patterns you can find as a kind of pattern number 4 category, and then you need to simplify accordingly. Okay. So now I believe that this question, this pattern number 4 is well clear to everybody. Now we'll proceed further to the next question. Now pattern number 5, that is we will observe the series with square or cube or square root or cube root of a given number. Okay, so the question based on this pattern 5 will be like this way. We can find 1, 9, 25, 49, question mark, and 121. So your options are 64, 81, 91, or is it 100? So it's quite easy to observe over here. It is 1 square is 1. So answer is 1. Similarly, 9 is 3 square. 25 is 5 square. 49 is 7 square. And this question mark will be 9 square. So what is the value of 9 square? It is none other than 81. So your answer turns out to be 81. Okay. So we observed a pattern which is following the square of the numbers. Okay. Now we'll try to observe the pattern, that is 8, 64, 216, 512, and question mark. So your options are A 1728, B 729, C 1331, or is it D 1000? Observe the pattern carefully. So this is 2 cube. Okay, this is 4 cube. This is 6 cube. This is 8 cube. And what we'll have over here? Now it's very easy to answer, I believe. Very good, very good. So yes, your answers are correct. So you have option D as the final answer. Okay, I'm finding a query from one of our student. Please explain. So see, in pattern number 5, what kind of questions you may come across? You will come across the questions which may follow the square of the given numbers or the cube of the given numbers, or sometimes square root of the given numbers or cube root of the given numbers. So as you can observe over here, the very first question which was provided, that is 1, 9, 25, 49, question mark, and 124, 121. So we have 1 square as 1, 3 square as 9, 5 square as 25, 7 square as 49. So what will be the value which will replace this question mark? That is none other than 9 square. Okay, so 1 square, 3 square, 5 square, 7 square, and 9 square. And likewise, we can proceed with the next pattern. Okay, great. So now I believe it is well clear to everybody. So we'll proceed to the next pattern. Now we have the next pattern as difference between the adjacent numbers increases by a constant number. Okay, difference between the adjacent numbers increases by a constant number. Now, question based on this particular pattern, that is 2, 7, 17, 32, and question mark. Okay, numbers are 2, 7, 17, 32, and question mark. So your options are A 27, B 47, C 52, or is it D 62? Now students, what you need to do, you can observe the difference between the two consecutive numbers, that is 7 and 2 difference will be 5, 17 and 7 will be 10, then 32 and 17 will be 15. So we can find that we can find one particular pattern in this differences, okay, and that pattern is 5, 10, 15, and the next difference is of 20. Okay, so what will be 32 plus 20? So this is the pattern which we need to observe in this particular question, and then we will answer it accordingly. And yes, I can find many of the responses in the chat window. So now let me reveal your answers. Okay, so the answer is yes, definitely it is 52. Okay, so you will find, you will come across the questions based on pattern 6 like this way, that you will find a pattern in the difference. Okay, you will find a pattern in the difference. So this is how you will observe this pattern 6 problems, right? So now we will proceed to the next part, that is the alphabet series. So we covered up the number series, and yes students, these patterns are not limited. Okay, anybody from any part of the world can create their own patterns, and then they may come up with the question. These patterns are strictly dependent on the evaluator or the paper setter who is setting the question. Okay, so you are not confined that only these patterns you may come across, but yes, one thing you can do it, that is it may be helpful for us to identify that okay, these are few of the categories in which these patterns may fall, and then it will be somehow easier for us to have the simplification of the pattern, right? Okay, so I can find many of the uh, responses in the chat window, that please repeat all these slides. Okay, so what we can do students, at the end of the presentation, I will quickly I will quickly display these slides, and then you can have the screenshot of done. Okay, very first let me finish it up with the explanatory part, since we have still 7 to 8 questions to do. Okay, so please have patience. At the end, when the session gets over, I will once again display each and every slide. Okay, and you may capture it onto the screen. Okay, you may take the screenshot. Okay, you need an explanation again. So yes, the explanation to the last question, I can do it right at this moment, and that is, see, very first you can observe that difference between the adjacent numbers increases by a constant number. So over here you need to observe the pattern. Okay, pattern 5 you need to understand. Okay, I will switch over to that particular question quickly. So students, pattern 5 you can find on your screen at this moment. Series with square or cube or square root or cube root of a number. Okay, these kind of patterns will be offered to you. So over here you are directly having the resultant of the square values. Okay, and those square values are 1 square, this is 3 square, this is 5 square, ultimately this is 7 square, this is 11 square. So what will replace the question mark? Definitely it is 9 square, and 9 square value is 81. So hence this answer is 81. In a similar way, we have the 2 cube over here. We have 3 cube. Then this is 4 cube. This is 6 cube. Okay, let me erase and write it properly. This is 8 cube. And the value which replaces the question mark, that is none other than, it is 10 cube. And 10 cube value is 1000. And hence we have the answer as 1000. So I believe that pattern 5 is now properly understood by everybody. Okay. Okay. We'll proceed further then quickly. Now see, second category of series which we will be observing, that is alphabet series. Okay. Now this particular series is of alphabet series category. Now for alphabet series, what you need to do, you need to follow certain rules and you need to follow certain amount of concepts we can consider over here, that is to understand this particular alphabet series concept properly or to perform well in the examination. A student needs to understand the concept of values or relationships between the alphabets and the numericals, okay, the alphabets and the numerals. So these relationships will be helpful to us. As you can find, that is a A corresponds to 1, B corresponds to 2, C corresponds to 3, D corresponds to 4, and likewise we have all these set of alphabets up to Z, and Z corresponds to 26, right? So at the beginning of the examination, when you will be having a piece of paper in front of you as a kind of rough sheet, for that what you need to do, you need to simply make this table, okay, no need to draw this grid lines over here. You need to simply make a table in such a way that A1, B2, C3, D4, and up to you can write as Z as 26, right? So this will help for with the evaluate with the simplification of the problems based on this alphabet series, okay. This will ease out your problems. Now another thing which you need to do, that is alphabets and its reverse order, okay. What alphabet and its reverse order, that is, if A, okay, if A is the first alphabet, then we have Z as the last alphabet. Similarly, if B is the second alphabet, then Y is the second last alphabet, and so on. We can write it up to the pattern completion. So these two things you need to do before the beginning of the examination, okay. These two things you need to do on a piece of paper, which may be provided to you for the rough work, and this will readily help you out in the simplification problems, okay. And one more thing, it is also recommended that a student must remember this particular, what is it, EJOTY. It is E value is 5, J as 10, O as 15, T as 20, and Y as 25. Now how will it help? It will help you to understand the concept or to find out the values of alphabets without finding or writing the alphabets with their respective values, okay. Now this EJOTY is just for the reference, okay. That is just for the reference, that what are the means at the equal intervals we can consider on a scale of 5. So if the value is 5, we can directly correlate to the alphabet E. If the value is 10, we can directly correlate to the value as J, okay, alphabet as J. And if the value is 15, alphabet is O, and so on we can find for Y, okay. Now let's have a look at few of the problems based on alphabet series, and those problems are: very first, question 1, okay. For the sake of simplicity, students, what you can do is you can take the screen capture of this particular slide, which will help you out in the simplification of the upcoming problems. Make sure this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are not for you, okay. These are just for my reference to guide me with the changing of the slides, okay. Okay, one or two students have demanded that please explain it once again. See, explanation is quite simple, student. These are the table which you need to construct. Okay, no need to draw the grid lines. Okay, no need to draw the grid lines for the simplification. Just write on a piece of paper A dash 1, B dash 2, C dash 3, and so on up to Z as 26. Okay, Z dash 26. And also you need to beside to that, you also need to write the alphabet and the reverse order. So A dash Z, B dash Y, C dash X, and so on up to Z dash A. Now these two things are to be done before your examination is getting commenced, okay. Before your examination, whenever you are offered with a rough sheet for the simplification, then do this thing in rough sheet to ease out with the simplification of alphabet series, okay. Because whenever the question will be offered to you, you might be find yourself in a miserable situation at that point of time, because the time duration will be limited, and if you try to construct this alphabet series at that point of time, it will consume your lot of time, okay. So to avoid it, simply have this table drawn, okay, without the grid lines, and give your level best for the set questions. Now let us quickly proceed, okay. Let us quickly proceed to the problems based on alphabet series. So question 1 is A, comma D, comma G, comma J, comma M. Your options are A, O, B, P, C, Q, or is it D, R? So can you tell me which will replace this question mark value? Very good, very good. So I will explain you the pattern. Pattern is quite simple. If you can find A, then we have two shifts, B and C are skipped. Then we have D, then we have E, F, and then we have G. Over here, H, I is not mentioned. Okay. Then we have J, K, L is not mentioned. Then we have M, N, O is not mentioned. And then this question mark will be replaced by, yes, it is none other than P. Okay. So let's observe the answer to this set question. And yes, we have P as the answer. Okay. So we have the increment of plus 3. Yes, very good. In this particular. So I believe this pattern is well clear to every student. Okay. Okay. So Durgesh, I think you have not understood. Let me explain it once again. See, it is very clear. It is very easy to grab. If you observe that in between A and D, we are having two alphabets missing. Okay. Similarly, in between D and G, we have two alphabets missing. Similarly, it follows for G and J, two alphabets are missing. J and M, two alphabets are missing. So what value will replace the question mark after the two alphabets we have missed? So after M, we will miss two alphabets, that is N and O, and then we will come up with the final answer to be P. So this is the pattern which it followed. Okay. Please confirm that you have understood this. Okay. Now, next question. H, I, K, N, and question mark. Okay, we have H, comma I, comma K, comma N, and comma question mark. So your options are O, P, Q, and R. Okay, so you need to observe this pattern carefully and answer it to me. What will come? Very good, very good, very good. So yes, I will explain the solution and then disclose the answer. But I'm really happy that every students are quite, actively participating in this session. So I will very first disclose the pattern which it followed. So H plus 1, okay. Increment of 1 will give you I. Increment of 2, okay. Increment of 2 will give you K. Increment of 3 will give you N. And increment of 4 will give you the answer to this question mark. So what is this increment? See, after H we have I. Okay. Then we have increment of 2. That means I, J, and then we have K. Okay. So two values are incremented. I, then J, and then we have K. So we have one skip in between. In a similar way, we have K, L, M is missed out, and then we have N, and then after N we have OPQ to be missing. We will jump off to these alphabets, and the alphabet which we are reaching out, that is none other than option D, R. Okay, so yes, option D, R is the answer to this given question. I believe that it is properly understood by every student. For your reference, if you wish to observe that how this plus 1 plus 2 will look like, let me guide you with the same. You can observe it right from here. Okay, so these numbers will guide you with the explanation to that. Okay, so we'll proceed further with the solution of next question. Question 3, that is, now we have two alphabets onto the same term. Okay, these are terms of the sequence. Okay, these are terms of the sequence, and we have two alphabets onto the same one term given. So A Z G T M N, then we have question mark, and then YP. Okay, your options are A J H, B S H, C S K, or is it D T S? Okay, just observe the patterns very carefully. What kind of increment or what kind of decrement is it following? You need to observe it. If you wish, I can, you can take the reference of that screenshot of that table which I have already provided. Okay, if you wish, I can once again share that table screen. So this particular slide needs to be captured at this point of time. If you have captured, then it is well and good. For students who missed out, to have a screenshot of this, it will definitely guide you with the simplification. And yes, I can find a couple of responses in the chat, so we will discuss it. And yes, you can find the answer is SH. Now, how this answer SH came? Let's have a look. See, if you observe A and G, so there are skips of +6. Okay, we have an increment of +6. Okay, similarly for G and M, it follows for +6, and for M and question mark, it follows for +6. Okay, so that value is, if you are having +6, then you will come up with the value as S. So the first alphabet is S, and for Z and T, okay, we have -6. For T and N, once again we have -6, and similarly for N and this question mark value, we have -6. Now for -6 and at this value of N, it is none other than the alphabet H. So SH is the final answer. For values which I have mentioned over here, you can refer to that screen which you have captured just before few minutes. Okay, and then it will guide you with the simplification. I believe it is properly understood. Okay, so we'll proceed to the next question. Question 4. Once again, we have two alphabets onto the same term. So the alphabets are GH, then we have JL, NQ, SW, and YD. Okay. Now you can find the options as EJ, FJ, then we have EL and FL. Okay. So do try answer this question on your own. Let me check whether you have understood this concept thoroughly. Very good. I can find many of the responses in the chat, but we'll wait for a while so that other students can also provide the explanation. Okay, so now it's time to disclose the answer, and the answer is quite easy. See, as you can find, G and J, similarly J and N, N and S, S and Y and this question mark. Okay, so what we observe, G plus 3 will result into J. Similarly, J plus 4 will result into N. Then N plus 5 will result into S. S plus 6 will result into Y, and Y plus 7. So after Y and plus 7, once again Y, Z, and then it will start from A. Okay, and if you proceed, you will come up with the value with the alphabet to be F over here. So Y plus 7 will give you the alphabet as F, and for the next alphabet which is provided onto this term, so HL, LQ, then we have QW, WD, and what next? So for this, we have H plus 4, okay, will give you L. Then we have L plus 5, which gives you the Q. Then we have Q plus 6 will give you the W, then plus 7 and plus 8. So after plus 8, you will be resulting is J, okay, sorry, L. So after this plus 8, you will come up with the value as L. So that finally turns out to be FL, that is option D. Okay, so option D is the correct answer to the given question. I believe this pattern is properly understood by each and every student. What to follow, what increment you are supposed to follow in this. Please confirm it. Okay, one student is demanding for the re-explanation. See, what you need to do very first, Nitish, you need to observe that screen capture which you have done. Okay, you need to understand that screen capture and observe the numbers corresponding to it. Okay, A1, B2, C3, D4. Observe this carefully, and then what do you observe from this G to J? How much increment is there? Okay, how much increment is there? So you will find the increment of +3. Similarly, for J and N, you can come up with the increment of +4. Then we have +5. Then we have +6. And then we have +7. Okay, in a similar way, in a reverse over here, what will happen? H and L. So it starts from +4. Then we have +5. Then we have +6. Then we have +7. And then +8. So what is D plus 8? D, that means 4. 4 plus 8 is 12. So what is the value of 12 corresponding to the given alphabet? So 12 corresponds to alphabet L, and hence L is the correct answer. Okay, FL. Final answer is FL. I believe it is properly understood now. Please confirm. Okay, okay, okay. Then. Great, great. So we'll proceed further now. For question 5, now we have students 3 alphabets onto the given term. Okay, so in one term we are having 3 alphabets, so that is WFB, TGD, QHG, and then we have question mark. So your options are A NIK, B NJK, C OIK, or is it D PJK? Okay, so you need to observe these alphabets carefully. For your guidance, what I can do is I can show you the pattern which they can follow. So W and T, okay, similarly for T and Q, you need to observe. So for W and T, it is -3. Then T and Q, it is once again -3. Okay, then after Q -3, which alphabet you will come across? Q and Q -3, it will result into which alphabet? Definitely it is the alphabet N. So first alphabet which we obtain over here, that is N. Okay, in a similar way, for F we have the increment of +1. F plus 1 is G, G plus 1 is H, H plus 1 is I. So we have Ni, and then we need not to check for K, because we have Ni as an option in only option A. Other options comprises of NJ, OI, PJ. So once we come across NI, we can directly have our answer as option A. Okay, so directly we can come across as option A, and that will be our final answer. Okay, so option A, NIK, is our final answer. Okay, so I do believe this question is well understood by every student. Please confirm it. Okay, okay, great, great. So let me clear all the annotations, and then we will proceed to the next question. Question 6, it is PMT, OOS, NQR, MSQ, and then question mark. Your options are A LWP, B LVR, C LUP, or is it D LVP? So just try to think what will replace the question mark. Very good. I can find many of the responses in the chat. So for your ease, what I can do is, see, if you observe this pattern for P, O, N, and M, okay, so it follows the pattern of -1, P minus 1 O, O minus 1 N, N minus 1 M, and M minus 1. It will result into which alphabet? Definitely it is L. Then after, we have the pattern for this second letter, that is M. So M, O, Q, and S. Okay, now observe the pattern. M plus 2, it gives you O. O plus 2, it gives you Q. Q plus 2, it gives you S. And S plus 2, it gives you which alphabet? It gives you U. So LU option will be your final answer. No need to check for the last alphabet since we have LU as an option only in this option C. No need to check for others. Okay, so your final answer turns out to be option C. And yes, I can find the same response in the chat window. I believe this explanation is well understood by every student. Please confirm it. Okay. Okay, great, great. We will now clear all the annotations and proceed to the next question. So we have AB, then we have comma, DEF, comma, HIJK, comma, question mark, and STUVWX. Okay, your options are A, LMNOP, B, MNOPQ, C, QRSTU, or is it D, LMNO? Now see, over here we have different alphabets in different terms. Okay, we have 2 alphabets in first term, then we have 3 alphabets in second term, 4 alphabets in third. Then we need to have 5 alphabets which will replace the question mark. Now to check for which 5 alphabets will replace the question mark, we need to observe this pattern carefully. If you observe that A, B, then we have one alphabet skip, that is C, then we have D, E, F, then we have two alphabets to be skipped. Okay, so we have G as skip and HIJK, then we have LS to be skipped. Okay, then MNOPQ. So we have one alphabet skip, and then rest of the alphabets are to be included. Okay, we are skipping one alphabet and then we are including rest of the alphabets. So following this, after skipping L, the 5 alphabets which are following the L, okay, that is M, N, O, P, Q, are to be included over here in place of question mark, and hence your final answer is none other than it is option B, M, N, O, P, Q. So I believe this explanation is well understood by every student. Please confirm it. Okay. Now last question, students, it will be quite tricky, I can consider. Now this is different from the one which we have already studied. Okay. Okay, one student has requested to repeat the question. No problem, I will repeat it. See, if you observe, student, we have 2 alphabets in this first term, 3 alphabets in the second term, 4 alphabets in the third term, and then we need to have 5 alphabets over here which will replace question mark. Okay, then we have 6 alphabets after this comma. Now see, one thing is fixed, that we need to replace this question mark with 5 alphabets. Now which 5 alphabets we need to replace it? We need to observe it from the given options, but no need to hurry. Very first observe the pattern which it follows. Now which pattern is it following? See, A, B, then we are missing with the alphabet C, then we have D, E, F, then we are missing with the alphabet as G, then we have HIJK, and we will mix up with the alphabet as L. Then after L, which 5 alphabets we need to include? They are none other than MNOPQ. Okay, so answer will be MNOPQ. I believe now it is well understood. Please confirm it. Okay, okay. So we'll proceed further now. Now this is a kind of miscellaneous problem we can consider based on alphabet series. Now see, the question will be provided to you like this way, that you are having a blank and then we have STT. Once again a blank is there. Then we have TT. Once again a blank is there. Then we have TTS. And then we have a blank. Okay. And we need to consider these options like TSTS, TTST, SSTT, or is it TSST? Okay. So now pay your attention very carefully how to simplify these kind of questions. See, what you need to observe, that is, uh, these are the 4 alphabets which will be filled up in a chronological way over here. Okay, in this blank they will be filled up in a chronological way. That is, if I consider this very first particular, okay, so let me replace the first blank with T, second blank with S, third blank with T, and fourth blank with S. And now if I try to observe the pattern, see, it is TST, it is TST, then it is TTT. So it is violating the pattern rule. Okay, so this first option is the, it is unfit for this particular blank. Then move ahead with the next option as B. So if you write T, okay, very first alphabet T over here, it is replacing first blank. Once again we have T, then we have S, and then we have T. Now try to observe any pattern. Is it following any pattern? Just try to think. TST, TTT, TST, TST. So it is not a pattern. Okay, so once again we are this option B is not matching our blank. Now let us shift our focus to option C. So if we write S over here, S over here, T over here, and T over here. Okay, now try to think of a pattern if it is following or not. So it is SSTT, then we have STT, then we have TTT, ST. So it is not following any peculiar pattern. Now, last option we will give it a try, and definitely this must be the final answer. So if you observe T, S, S, T. Okay, now if you observe that we are having a particular pattern, that is TST, then we have once again TST, once again TST, once again TST. So TST is a pattern which is following and making this blank appropriate. Okay, making this blank an appropriate pattern, and it is providing a meaning to this pattern. So yes, based on this we can come to a conclusion that definitely option D will be your correct answer to the given question. Okay, and hence TSST is the final answer to the given question. I believe it is properly understood by each and every student. Please confirm it. Okay. Okay, students. So we are hereby done with our today's session. You can take a screenshot of this particular slide for your further practice. Okay. And do inform me once the screenshot is captured. Okay. Also take a screenshot of this alphabet series questions. Okay. So thank you, students, for attending our today's session based on this verbal reasoning chapter named as series sequencing.